Ladies and gentlemen, all I start by saying Wakenya wenzangu, it is time we need to wake up. I know most of you have been thinking this, but today I have prepared some notes to you and I want to feed them to you. You understand how supermarkets are making billions of money from our change that they're not giving back. That's 1 shilling or 50 cents. Have you ever bought something for 499 Kenyan shillings and you pay with 500 note, and in return you never bought your 1 shilling pack? Or maybe you were handed a sweet instead of your 1 shilling. You probably thought that it is just 1 shilling na si pesa ni kidogo. But what if I tell you that this 1 shilling, ignored by millions of us, is making supermarkets millions of shillings every single month? And we are the ones paying for it. Just free money for the supermarkets. This is how we are losing money without even noticing. And it's time to wake up. Now, how supermarkets are making millions from 1 shilling? That's what I want to start with. When no 1 shilling change is given, what happens? Every day, thousands of Kenyans shop at big supermarkets like Naivas and Quickmart. Imagine you buy items worth 499 Kenyan shillings and pay 500 note, and in many cases the supermarket does not give you the 1 shilling change back to you. It may seem small as I started by saying so, but when you multiply it by thousands or millions of customers, numbers become shocking. Allow me to break down with an example of 1 shilling, then I go to 50 cents. Each supermarket branch serves an average of 1,000 customers per day, and let us assume that only 500 customers per day do not get their 1 shilling change. That is 500 lost 500 Kenyan shillings lost per branch per day. Now, if the supermarket has 120 branches, that's 120 Kenyan shillings, or 120 branches across the country times 500 Kenyan shillings, which gives 60,000 Kenyan shillings per day. In a month, they make 1.8 million. And in 1 year, they make a total of 26 million taken from customers. I want to say that all this money is from just 1 shilling per person and per day. So that 1 shilling that looks small ends up becoming millions of shillings for supermarkets. Then the other scenario I want to talk about is when a sweet is given instead of where 1 pop. Have you ever known that when you buy sweets in bulk, they cost around 50 cents? Let's go with an example of 50 cents. You've gone to a supermarket, you've bought items costing 499 Kenyan shillings, and you have given to the counter 500 note, and they have kept your 1 shilling. But when you ask for that 1 shilling, they give you a sweet instead. So the supermarket profits around 0.5 from every sweet given instead of returning your 1 bob. With 500 customers receiving sweets per day, they make 250 Kenyan shillings profit per day per branch. So across the 120 branches, that becomes 120 times 250 Kenyan shillings, which gives us 30,000 Kenyan shillings profit per day. In 1 month, they make 900,000 Kenyan shillings profit. And if we go 1 year, they make 10.8 million profit. This is money made from a small sweet given in place of a 1 shilling coin. But it's free money for supermarkets and a hidden loss for customers. So the big picture here today is how 1 shilling is worth billions of shillings that Kenyans are losing through supermarkets. So most people ignore this 1 bob. We throw it away sometimes, leave it at the counter, or at some point we don't even notice when we are when we are not given the change. But if 1 shilling is taken from just 10 million people per day, that means that they are making 10 million Kenyan shillings per day. And that 10 million shillings they're making a day, in 1 month, they make 300 million from your 1 bob. And in a year, they end up making 3.6 billion Kenyan shillings. Yes, most of you might ask, what do I mean? I mean billion with B. So next time you're not given your 1 shilling pack, remember it's not just about you. It's about how small money adds up to big money and how you'd serve every single coin you earn. Goodbye na wacha tuchanuke.